Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The quarterfinals weekend is here for the Osukach World Cup 2023. Starting off with two games currently: France versus Germany and Taiwan versus Sweden on the B stream. I'm Ewong, joined by Kujibo. How are you today?
I'm doing quite well. Yourself?
I'm doing great. A matchup here in the losers bracket. In fact, both matches in the losers bracket. We got Germany and France. How do you think this will fold out?
I think, personally, that Germany's probably going to take it.
Very hopeful of you. Two teams that historically have done well, but as we have seen France's team drop off quite a bit. They've still got a bit of firepower in there in Suni and von Strederful. As for the German side, looked strong last week, however, had a shocking 6-2 defeat to Italy. So going into this week, hopefully refreshed and ready to play to their best again.
Yeah, I was going to say, it might have been like a slight underperformance for Germany, but I wouldn't say it was like a shocking loss or anything. Like, they still played pretty well. It's just, I don't know, Italy just did Italy things, and yeah, that sometimes results in, you know, just winding up a little bit short of a few points. Yeah, France still definitely has solid competitors though. You know, Monstrader and Suni did quite well. So did Basto. Basto was playing pretty good as well. I don't think Kasumi Sama was. I can't remember if Kasumi was present last week. I feel like I didn't see much of him. I know we did see the odd bit of realness as well, so.
And we are quick to pick some bans. Nomod 2 from the French side and Hidden 2 from the German side, with a Mixed Mod 1 quick pick by the Germans, who have the first pick. We look at the statistics from last week. We did see that France opted for a hidden ban last week, which surprisingly not. They go for the Nomod 2, probably trying to fight off against Germany's strengths, and Germany going for the hidden ban this time. France probably better relatively on the hidden side of things.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, the thing about Germany is they tend to dislike hidden more than meat somehow, so yeah, that's not really surprising that you see a little bit of you know, a little bit of no mod ban coming out of France as opposed to hidden. Whereas, you know, they know that they could probably later on maybe pick one or two hidden maps.
Yeah, definitely.
Gonna see Mixed Mod 1 out of Germany.
A contributing factor as well in Germany, as you said, not too favourable on hidden. They don't like the mod very much. However, they do have that one player who can step up in the mixed mod situations, and other players who can cover the mods pretty well, thus a probably reasonable mixed mod pick to begin. France looking pretty solid as well. Suni, Monstrader and Realness. Monstrader on the hidden, Suni on the hard rock to match the hidden, Loom and Marshmallow to match hard rock. Noctro and Realness, both on no mod, and we will get started on this first match very soon.
Yeah, so I believe this was the lineup that Germany had last week for their mixed mod. Big Smarth on hard rock and Nokroy on no mod. I feel like they're pretty interchangeable, Nokroy and Marshmallow, because I know Nokroy's really good at hard rock as well. So I'm guessing it's just Marv is like a really good player in terms of tournament stuff. Even if like last week wasn't the best week for Germany, I'm still excited to see, you know, what both teams can do here. As you know, we did see Suni pop off a bit. We did see Monstrader. I believe we saw Realness do some pretty good stuff on Mixed Mod last weekend. Early misses out of France on all sides.
It's the whole team out, and Germany with their core 3, their core veteran 3, not going to miss there, but 2 FC still. super strong. It's only a 2-minute map, so misses really do matter, especially at this point where Germany are beginning to build up a huge score lead.
Yeah, it just depends on if anyone gets caught out by those sort of ascendant stream patterns, you know, the semi-pixel movements.
No one yet going into the second half. France are building up some combo again, but Germany gonna build onto what they already have.
Yeah, very calculated pick out of Germany, and yeah, this is what I was saying about, you know, Mark Miller being really strong, and well, I haven't seen too much of Bloom's gameplay aside from last week and the odd few scores that he set, so you know, be interesting to see how he goes through this match as well. And France has recovered really well too, so it's just unfortunate that Germany developed such that early lead, because that was a really good late recovery from France there. Unfortunately not enough, but it is their pick now, and I'm kind of predicting we'll see Hidden. I think France does have good chance of taking points on Hidden, even though Germany still has really good players. But
yeah, Hidden for Germany, not favourable, however they can set some pretty good scores. They did perform relatively well on the Hidden 1 and 3 last week, Hidden 1 being the point they won against Italy, with the same 3 I should mention, with Genoshi coming in for Hidden 2.
yeah, so now we'll see what France has to pick. I think France definitely has a good chance to take points in this match. Like I said at the start, that I think that Germany will probably take this match, but that by no means means that, you know, France can't, you know, pull something off and do quite well here, because I think this week the matchups are a little bit closer than last week, so we might see the odd, you know, back and forth a bit.
And what 4 is he pick? The convert for the week. A pick that hopefully Bastu can stay pretty comfortable. Neither team played in 9-1-4 last week, so it'll be interesting to see. I do know that Germany does have not only convert players, but just players that have been around for long enough to know the convert mind, like have mindset to play the convert maps and be able to play them at a high level. As for the French side, making this pick, obviously they're going to be confident making it, and probably have some convert firepower in this lineup as well. Sunni, Monstradafu, and Bastu going to be the ones to play.
I think that both teams are quite good at convert, so this could really go either way. I think if France is confident, they can definitely take the point, but both lineups do have good convert players. Like, you scarcely find a leaderboard, especially on some older maps that don't have, you know, Monstrateful's name on them. So, and you see a lot of that out of Basto as well.
Yeah, I think that'll definitely show in this match, the experience in playing converts. However, with Nerfu coming in now to replace Notkaroy, they've got some changes as well, the German side. Quite a long map as well, we should mention. 417.
Yeah, one thing I will say about this map in particular though, I feel like it's actually an easier map this week than last week's convert pick. I think last week's convert pick had a lot of sort of pixel-esque style jumps and movements, whereas this week, a fair bit less of it. It's mainly just you know, a couple of short tech jumps. Like, I wouldn't quite call them pixels, they're not far from pixels, but like they're far more generous to movement than the sort of jumps were in last week's convert pick. Like this map definitely far more generous to players in terms of mistakes as well, not losing so much.
Yeah, and as we speak, things still pretty even leveled. Lumen Suni finding trades early on with Nerfu, Marshmallow, matching FCs from Monstrator Full and Bastu. Was rocking back and forth though.
Might just be accuracy game right now, as Nerfu has dropped Ak a little bit, but Loom is making up for it a tiny bit. Marshmallow going to drop though, so this is good for France. And yeah, France having those combo players definitely helps, and experienced tournament players too out of Basto and Suni. Like they've been on the France team numerous times, so. Everyone's sort of stabilizing a bit now. Marv developing combo. Nerf going to drop though. And yeah, 2FC still out of the side of France, so France, you know, France going hard in this first half. You know, really showing off and taking full advantage of this combo pick.
Confidence in the pick is so important, and we have 2 FCs and just Suni's fan on this, but has found some huge combo again. Really, it shows that they're going into this pick with full power. As for the German side, not able to match it too well. However, they still have decent combo. Nerfu, the only one falling behind now.
Yeah, they're all about a miss apiece, and realistically, like even though it's a 60k gap, it's only 20k per player, roughly. So like, it's really not something that would be too hard to make up. It's definitely something that they could make up if France makes mistakes later on. But if France makes mistakes too late, then we all know what happens.
Yeah. And combined with that, Germany would just need to really go in confident as well and make sure they're not nervous. Monstrator will find some miss that may potentially begin Germany's charge to their first break play, but Nerfu trades.
Oh, Monstrator going to do another drop though, so that might change things. Is, you know, he is down in combo a little bit, but then again at the same time both of his misses were spaced quite close together, so if you're going to miss and recover, that would probably be the way you want to do it. But Basto's going to miss, and that one's going to be a lot bigger for Germany.
Nerfu missing, not too important.
Oh, double miss is
but Lumen Marv!
Oh my.
The 2 that needed to hold on.
Yeah, I was going to say that's very unfortunate, but Suni has the combo, and that is going to make that score gap safe for France to take their first point, going to trade picks early on. And yeah, Lin going to miss towards the end, but last slider of the map doesn't really matter anyway.
Suni with that very early 2 misses, but will have the combo that helps France off to their first point.
Yeah, only 33k point difference, so not a large win by any means, but still, you know, good to see them hold on for their first point. And Suni definitely popping off in this lobby, only the 2 miss at the start. So yeah, very, very good performance. And everyone doing quite well to perform. No one missing more than 5 times in the lobby, and everyone getting around 950k with the odd outlier, but that's just space missing for you.
Back to Germany to make their pick now. Went with the mixed mod earlier, and this time it's pretty open for Germany. Hopefully looking to go to speed pretty soon now. They're that hard rock or double time. And they're taking their time to pick. They want to pick the right map. They know that they do have some advantage, however with that point lost there, might need to think through their next pick, making sure they don't slip up and drop a few points like they did in that earlier game against Italy. Make sure that they get the wave going and ride it before it's too late. Hopefully take the game quickly.
Yeah, honestly, I'm almost thinking that we'll see them go for Hard Rock or Mixmod 2. I mean, I'd say in terms of speed mods, I'd say they have the advantage. So like Hard Rock, DT. I was gonna say particularly more so DT 2 and 3, and we'll see Mixmod 2 come out of Germany for this one. So yeah, quite an accurate prediction, I'd say. I think in terms of I think DT1 might be a coin flip between a lot of teams this week. I kind of noticed when I played through it. Ballad DT always has a tendency to be a bit iffy.
Another short mixed mod pick. Germany looking to take points early and quickly to build up a bit of a backing. Learning from last week. It cost me some us now, German.
So it looks like we've got a bit of server lag maybe on Germany's side. As looks like they went over the timer, but for Note Karoi it was still within timer. So that's interesting. I know people do get server lag from time to time, a fair bit though. So not really what I would say.
I'll pull up a screenshot pretty soon. Look, I voted in time. I made the pick in time. Oh.
Yeah, that is an interesting point. And over on the Taiwan-Sweden side, currently Taiwan is up 2-0 to Sweden. And they have begun their third map, which is DT2. And we have good lucks in the chat, and we will begin our third pick here, which is Mixmod 2. Ju Rokuji no Hitori Tabi. It's been a long day. Sometimes I just want to try and read it as hard as I can to make sure I don't make a mistake.
We're lucky to have made this pick despite being overtime, and will be the same mixed one roster for the Germans. As for the French side, Suni going to remain on Hard Rock.
Yeah, and this one is a very interesting map for me to witness how Hard Rock players in particular do, because, you know, I think when you've got potential to be the Hard Rock player for your team, it's always something you want to see. You want to see how other players are doing on this, so you sort of have a reference of how you need to play to win a point. And Marv gonna miss. Looks like a few misses out of France's side, but Loom doing quite well. Only one to hit 200 combos so far. Suni's getting close as well though. Suni collecting that combo as well, keeping France in the fight, but that is probably missing there on them memory pixels.
Yeah, and Cosme and Kitsuko not really keeping up as well. The two that have come in for the new mix mod, and with these misses, Germany's going to continue to build their lead up until Lu finds that miss there, but behind them is Nokroi, who has built up some combo once again.
Yeah, and if you played this map, you know how tricky it can be. It is indeed a map. And no Karoi and Loom gonna find misses there, but that early gap that they got in terms of like combo and whatnot definitely helped them out, as I think the only big combo for France was Suni. Yeah, whereas Germany did have a bit more variable combos, you know, when no one else had it, Loom had it, and then when Loom dropped, no Karoi had it, and Marv Miller was starting to build up some combo towards the end as well with Hard Rock. So you can sort of see it there. Loom doing very well actually, sort of having a few miss spikes towards the end, but 379 combo, definitely not shabby on this map considering the way it plays.
Yeah, team performance from Germany, as France is not able to keep up. All three players not able to construct a good team score overall, and Germany have their second point back to France, who may look at a no mod again. However, as he said, some of these speed maps are coin flips.
I'm almost expecting France to pick either No Mod 3 or maybe Hidden 1.
I think the hidden map out of them. You probably think there's a reason why they have banned No Mod 2 and maybe 1 and 3, despite playing a bit differently. Maybe a bit out of their reach in their eyes.
Yeah, that is possible as well, especially considering how quirky No Mod 3 plays. XCon doing quite a bit of interesting mapping there. It is quite fun, but if you're not used to that sort of slower inline gameplay, then it can really catch you off. You just walk off all the notes, and we're gonna see DT Mod be probably the flip of this pool, I reckon.
As you said, the coin flip, really interesting France. Believe chance is on their side tonight.
So yeah, it's what I would call a fairly easy rain. However, ballad type rains have a tendency to just be very easy to walk off of. Like, it's so easy to just walk off one slider here and there.
And we see Enryuka, double tie player for Germany, coming in. So was Nerfu. As for the French side, Realmas coming in. Bast2, I believe, coming in as well for this one. And the one staying in is Suni, who has not had a break yet this game, has played all maps.
Yeah, the rock of France right now, Suni. And I haven't seen Realmas play DT yet, I don't think. Maybe he did in the UK match. It's not UK. New Zealand, oh my god.
Yeah, Suni really having to step up to be the rock of the team, as you said, with the absence of some major pieces in that French team from last year. Nerfu and Enryuka, early misses. France going to begin the map benefiting from their pick. The lead I'll continue building up as Enryuka finds his second miss, and no one on the French side has fallen yet. Or Realmas does, as I say that.
I'm almost a little bit surprised, but I know Enryuka can play DT quite well. Same with Nerfu. Like, I know they can play DT quite well. Maybe just a bit nervous to start with, as Enryuka, this is their first map of the match, and might just take a minute to get the let out. Nerfu's miss being a little bit earlier on won't be so bad, and here's where players want to remain stable. Because if you miss like a slider tick, like a slider tail here, that's where the score's really gonna flip over. Because like, it's very close right now, only about 30-40k, and Realmas missing a slider head there. We might see that.
I knew he could trade. It'll stay just on the French side by just a little bit, but Loom misses. A chance for Suni and Bast2 to hold their combo, build up a stable lead for France, but Realmas finds a miss there. Could almost call that a trade.
Yeah, a little bit. Loom and Enryuka having slight combo advantage over Realmas, but 2 FCs out of France right now is just... Suni is though, but Basto's still holding on. Nerfu gonna negate that a bit. That score is gonna get much closer now. Realizing how important that FC was. Realmas gonna miss. This is gonna flip over Germany's way, as they all have those combos, and Realmas and Suni are both down in terms of combo right now. Need to get up around that 300-400 mark at this point.
That's the combo. That's the combo you don't want dropping.
But at the same time, Basto's still FCing, so France do have that one combo that they're fighting back with, and they look like they're about to bring it back over the side. It is very close. 2,000 points difference right now. Let's just hope no one looks at Realmas! Oh, that is massive for
That's
Germany.
massive. But one miss is all it takes to a German side, and that clock.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
still
Bastu's
a
gone. That might be the dagger. That might be a dagger for the point.
Very unfortunate. There's still a bit of time left, but this is where Germany might actually take it out of reach, as they have 2 strong combos to France's 1. And now Nerfu's building up past 300 too, whereas you've still got players, you know, just getting around the 200 combo mark for France, and that's going to be it. That is very unfortunate for France, but they were in the good fight for the whole match. You know, only time to score, Bridges out, and yeah, I think just having that leaderboard there sometimes can throw you off so hard. Just like, I think sometimes you just unintentionally look at that leaderboard, and the second you do, it just gets in your head, no matter what the result is, no matter whether you're leading or sort of trailing, it just messes with you sometimes, and maybe we saw a bit of that there. Yeah, very, very close there, you know, as close as 2,000 points at one point. And that'll be the first breakpoint for Germany, so it'll be interesting to see whether they go for those other DTs, because I think that was definitely the easier DT for either team to take a point on, so yeah, I'd say they're pretty close for comfort, so I don't know if Germany will want to go back to that DT pool. If I had to predict them to pick right now, I'd probably say they would go Hard Rock, maybe Hard Rock 1 or 2.
Yeah, with that movement down now and speed reading now having entered the equation for those teams, I think Hard Rock will probably be Germany's best favorite, and you are correct, Hard Rock 1 is the pick. Update on Taiwan versus Sweden. Taiwan is 4-0 up against Sweden. Only 2 more points until they secure a spot in next week. Not next week. In the next losers bracket game, which will be against the winner of the bracket above.
And this one, probably the best map of the pool. Just because the song's a banger. The song is really nice. I like the song. Good song choice, Ellie. And looks like we're going to see the same thing out of the Sweden-Taiwan match in terms of match updates. Both matches going for Hard Rock 1. Now this is fun.
Bond is in, Nerfy stays in, and Marvmella now in for Germany to play Hard Rock. As for France, as he said, same lineup. No, not same lineup, sorry. Suni, Bastu staying in, Monstrada full. Another one of France's anchors of the team, one of the better players, stepping up on the Hard Rock.
Yeah, I'd say this is I'd say it's a pretty expected roster from both teams, except I'm kind of wondering why they don't have No Kuroi in this one. Like, I'd almost say, like, put maybe No Kuroi over either Loom or Nerfu. I know Loom and Nerfu are both quite good Hard Rock players, but it is quite surprising to not see No Kuroi in this. And Basto are going to find an early miss, but that's not a big deal, you know. It is, you know. Oh, but that's going to be a bit of a bigger deal. All of France dropping. Oh. It is still early game, but you know, it might not be so good for their momentum going into this. So long as they hit the straight stream jumps, I think they'll be alright. If they miss that, then it might really throw them off.
Yeah, momentum for Germany as well. I would have said that they had 3 FCs, but Nerfy saying that missed their 2 FCs, still going to be super helpful though. And
that's going to be the only one who misses those straight stream jumps, and yeah, everyone in pace with the song now, and we will have a pretty solid advantage to Germany as we get into the second third of this song. but there's still heaps of time for comeback.
Yeah, but at the rate that Germany's moving at, can you really say they're gonna miss anytime soon? Nerfu gonna find one there.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah, maybe Nerfu just feeling a little bit nervous there. You know, maybe just feeling a bit shaky after taking that DT breakpoint before putting in. Sometimes when you have a really solid performance, sometimes you just follow it up with a bit of shakiness. But then you'll come back quite well later on. And Suni gonna drop
Suni. That is not an ideal miss. They've got one big combo left, but compared to Marvello and Loom's unstoppable FCs and the rate that they're moving at, they're not gonna miss anytime soon. It really will take a lot to stop Germany here. For one, France will need a decent combo from all three players, and even after that, just hope a miss is found from either Marvel or Loom.
Yeah, Nerfu recovering quite well. Recovery's happening quite well on the France side as well, and just those two FCs being maintained quite well, and it's going to become very quickly unreachable soon. And especially with that miss, those 2 or 3 misses out of Suni just now. I think there hits a certain point in a map where having 2 of your players FC for so long just makes it utterly unreachable for the other team. And Marvello gonna miss now, but the work has been done. The work has been well done, and there's no coming back from this. So Germany taking a safe 4th point, and this will now go back over to France for their chance to secure a 2nd point.
Yeah, pretty much no more combo. Basu and Monstratical was found unfortunate misses, and despite the one from Marv, superb performance from Loom finding the FC.
Yeah, I think it was just 2 droplet misses maybe, or maybe just the 1 droplet miss. Yeah, very strong performance. Only the single miss out of Marvello. Nerfu did get a little bit nervous in there, but it seems like he still was able to get 2 or 3 solid combos in, which definitely helped. But yeah, France by no means, like, they still perform quite well. They didn't perform badly by any means, but yeah, sometimes when you sort of drop off a little bit, it can just sort of cost you that point.
Yeah, now back to France, who are looking like they're in a very grim situation. However, there are still points they can hopefully find points on maps that they can find slight advantage on it, and Hard Rock and Double Time probably not the 2 they want to look into for now.
Yeah, I'm half thinking we'll see Hidden come out of France soon, because like they've tried a little bit of things. Yeah, Hidden 3. So yeah, I was sort of expecting them to see it, like. And yeah, Sabaton buff for Germany. Awesome. And now we have Jam with Pancake. And I could go for some breakfast right about now.
I'm hungry. That's sad to me.
Yeah, I'm always hungry.
Jam with Pancake. I think I know what Trump's favorite breakfast dish is.
Yeah.
France here, Castle, Bastu and Monstratical as their hidden lineup. Probably the best it will get, and on the German side, we're looking at Marvello and Loom. No Kuro gonna come in for hidden.
Yeah, I believe he did the same thing last week, and because this one's the fastest pace hidden one out of the pool, AR 9.4, even though it's a little bit quirky with some of its slider movements and a couple of those wiggles, I think it's definitely by far the easiest hidden map out of the hidden pool. it's not too surprising to see Nokori come in. I think he played a fair bit of hidden against Italy last week as well, and I think he performed pretty well on things, if I remember correctly. But yeah, no one wants to play hidden though.
Trying to begin, and they're off. Cosmi's found the miss already.
Yeah, so is Marvmello and
Nokiroi. As you said, higher pace AR, but there are some quirky patterns.
Yes, indeed. And I was about to say it might be a 2FC game again, but we have almost 2 FCs. We have 1.0, and we are going to have no more FCs on the side of France. Only FC left right now is Loom. So this one backfiring a little bit in the early game, I'd say, with those double misses coming out. It's going to flip over to Germany's side. Loom quite strong on hidden right now.
Strong on everything. He's having a game today. He's having a really good game, playing super well. Still an FC here. Monster full final combo on the French side, now gone. Bastu's built it up a lot. But really, is that enough to compare to the FC that Lim's got? No, there's not even an FC to compare to anymore. No more combo from Bastu or anyone on the French side.
Yeah, right now this is just the Loom show. Loom is just tearing this pick up. And yeah, if you haven't seen Loom play before, he's a very strong player, especially when it comes to the hidden mod. And yeah, just showing off right now, maintaining the SS, and this is going to become very quickly unreachable if this keeps up like this. Germany and France going to trade misses, but right now, just that one FC just performing so well. We have got combos back out of Basto, Kasumi, and Nokiroi, and Kasumi's going to miss though. But
yeah, it's really not good for France, especially consider all that's the combo gone from Nokiroi, but now that score lead combined with that FC, really, it's not possible to get there anymore. Loom has put on a masterclass and
single-handedly making it out of reach there. And yeah, I remember Kasumi said something about, you know, improving his score in the actual matchup, and I think he has done that. I think he's definitely increased it by at least like well over 100k.
Unfortunately, not enough to lead his team to a win, and Loom, as you say.
Loom just putting on a show, just
SS as well.
taking off, yeah. And I think that map, if you were going to FC it, you probably would SS it, just because of how many slider ticks there are in the map. But yeah, very strong breakpoint out of Germany due to that one. That was nutty.
Yeah, they'll be super happy going into this next pick with that performance there. And to end it off, probably a Hard Rock or double time. What do you think?
I'm thinking we'll probably see another Hard Rock.
Unless they're
maybe Hard Rock
like that.
Considering, you know, they did well on Hard Rock 1, and Hard Rock 1 and 3 are sort of streamier picks, where Hard Rock 2 is more of a, I suppose, reading towards memory focused map. Not to the same extent as some of the earlier ones. I'd say this one's like a little bit more enjoyable in terms of memory. And yeah, I just think it's
something that Loom will probably show a lot of confidence in, as presented by the FC on Hard Rock 1, looking to repeat the performance. Marvmello and Nerfu going to be playing it as well. Nerfu coming in as he did for Hard Rock 1. Very similar map as he said, so nothing too surprising there. As for the French side, Suni and Monstrator for the two anchors, hoping to keep it down, while the third Bastu will need to keep up the pace basically, and just make sure that he can make that team score terrible to what Germany will put up, because we know Germany can put up a really good score.
Yeah, good luck, have fun in the chat, and yeah, the France roster is definitely capable of still taking a breakpoint here. It's not completely out of the realm of possibility. Quick update on the Taiwan versus Sweden match. Taiwan taking the win 6-0 in a sweep against Sweden, so they will now go on tomorrow to face the winner of Norway and Denmark.
I am moving down in pickings. Anyways, off we go. What may potentially be the final point of the game.
Yeah, early miss out of Marshmallow this time. And there are a couple of streams in this map that are a little bit tricky to hit, so we'll see if any players get called out by it. It's just very easy to move wide on them. I'd probably say they're about another 400 combo away. Suni and Nerfu going to trade a bit. France maintaining the advantage here as they have 2 FCs to 1. And hopefully they can put something together, take back a break point, give themselves a bit of momentum in this later end.
It's something that France just needs to hold on to for the time being. Luden is mashing it as well, but Nerfu and Marshmallow are behind fast too. Nerfu misses as well. That base will keep them in the game, only a little bit low.
Yeah, it will still keep them in the game. It's that trade. Luden gonna miss though.
That's the wipe from Germany.
Massive, yeah, that is massive right now. As Monstrator still has the combo, and he's gonna drop at the tricky section. He misses on the tricky streams, but they still have that advantage, 70k advantage, and Marshmallow gonna trade. Everyone's sort of falling off a little bit on this Hard Rock 3 pick, and it is quite punishing to the miss, I would say. And I heard that earlier today. I heard someone say that earlier today, and I would tend to agree with them, especially right now in this match.
Oh, Suni, that's a combo you don't want dropping, but that matches Marshmallow's drop, and it's gonna climb towards Germany still, and Nasty finds a miss there. Only a little bit of time left. Just France need to hold on just a little bit. Nerfu's got combo, no he doesn't!
Yeah, all they have to do is maintain it for a few more seconds. It's only about 30-40k. It's becoming very quickly, you know, France's point. All they have to do is just hold on a little bit longer, and that's it. France takes their first break point and keeps themselves in it, keeps it alive. No 6-1 today.
It is. When players needed to hold on the French side, they did, and that led to them taking a pretty safe pick, in my opinion. A pretty safe point. They've got a decent score margin to cover that, and it is now 5-2 France in their pick now, hopefully looking to start a charge here and close the gap a little bit.
I'm almost wondering if someone's pick'ems got saved. Maybe some pick'ems got lost.
I'll tell you what, my pick'ems have been saved.
I don't know about mine. I forget a lot of the pick'ems I put down, so yeah, that's but yeah, I know I dropped off hard last week because I forgot to vote on the Poland versus Taiwan. Somehow managed to not vote for one single match. I
forgot. He forgot.
Not even forgot. It's like halfway through, I like just straight up missed it. And we see Hard Rock 2 coming from France, maybe trying to flip the momentum a bit. And this one, I'd say, is more the skill pick than the other two. As, you know, this one you need to be on and you need to have practiced this one well, you know.
They're on the Suni, Bastille, and Monstrator. We're going to be staying in, and they are confident on Hard Rock now.
Yeah, definitely. And what I will say right now is, if you play this map, I think it's either going to be a 1 or a 2 miss or a 10 miss. I feel it.
Note Karoi back in for Germany, creating that big 3 for the German side again. They want to close this one out.
A little bit of shock in chat, but I wouldn't be too shocked. They did look quite well, and Suni Basto and Monstrator is a pretty good Hard Rock roster. And
Yeah,
no
trust,
coming
the real
in
is trust.
definitely not surprising.
But yeah, they've got these three French players very confident in Hard Rock now, going up against the three Germans, the staple of German cash, like Pro, Marvel, and Loom. They really want to take this one. They want to close it out quickly.
Yeah, but even if they were to lose a point, they still have a fair bit of breathing room. I think if... Don't know what would happen. I'd imagine they might try and stick with the speed mods. Basto are going to find an early miss. A little bit of a weird miss, but at the same time not too surprising. Missing in the same spot as Loom, but missing, I think, a little bit harder. As you can see, he's axed down a bit, so that might be reflected in the scores a little bit. At least in this early game, advantage will sort of sit with Germany a little bit more. And you probably won't see that much in terms of high accuracy play, as a lot of droplets are going to get missed here. And yeah, we have no SSs in the lobby right now, so... Oh, Roy gonna miss the tail there
as well.
The trade, but it's 2 full combos to 1 high combo.
Yeah, is this still in France's reach? Is it possible? They got the lead right now, but you know Germany, they will build up quickly again and they will not...
Oh,
Loom finds it.
Almost gone, 2 full combos. And like I said, it's either going to be a 1 miss or a 10 miss, and we're seeing that a little bit already. Players missing a fair bit. Bit of recovery on hand now, though.
Yeah, Germany's
200 combos. Loom going to miss again, but I kind of wonder if hidden Hard Rock kind of isn't the best move you could possibly do on a map like this one in particular. It's very jumpy, it's quite flowy, and you know, it's just so easy to just drift past a slider tick, especially if you've got hidden on.
It's not the preference for Loom really, and as we have seen, finding a few misses probably not the best choice in our eyes, but...
Oh no, Karoy gonna miss!
Back to France now.
Flip over to France, so that risky pick, looking like it's gonna pay off.
And Bastu and Barnes.
Oh, but
it's
no
flickering back and forth now.
So it is very much an even game right now with no Karoy's earlier trade. So yeah, it is Suni's combo to Looms right now. Everyone building back up, but yeah, it's
a little bit.
Back end, it's anyone's game. Germany has slight advantage as no Karoy's combo was a little bit higher than everyone else's, but all it takes is 1 more miss out of either side, and we will see this match determined. Whether we see another point out of France, and Monstrator's gonna miss.
Germany will build up now, but they've got a bit more to go until they've secured this one.
This is the wind down. It might be very uncharacteristic to see a miss now. I think Germany's taken this, and that's it. That is the last slider, and Germany will take this match 6-2.
There it is.
Yeah, very close, especially towards the end. Only 40k point difference, and there's really quite a few picks that could have just flipped. Like, very close.
And not in the way we expected, but still Germany able to take this one by a fair bit. 6-2, good game, well played to all players. This means that France will now see their exit from the tournament, and Germany will move on through the losers bracket.
Yeah, Germany moving on to tomorrow's match. This is going to be quite an interesting match too. Germany will face the winner of Indonesia and Argentina tomorrow.
Ooh.
So yeah, we could see another classic on our hands. Germany getting no rest at all. Except for maybe the time between this match and next match, but... In any case, congratulations to Germany taking the win here. And France did quite well, definitely not a slouch in terms of performance. And I think they can be proud of taking the 17th to 24th slot here, as, you know, they performed quite well, so... Definitely a solid performance, you know, putting up a fight in all their matches, I believe.
Yeah, it was a good effort considering how much of that team they lost from last year, and the scores they put up as well. Definitely something to be impressed with, and something to look for improvement on moving forward.
And we have a few matches happening very soon, and a bit over an hour from now you have Russia and Japan, Finland and Vietnam, and at 14:30 UTC, I don't believe it'll get streamed for the first part of the match, but we might see something if the match is still going after one of those A or B streams. Norway versus Denmark. So, yeah, winner of Norway and Denmark will face Taiwan tomorrow.
Wonderful. Other than that, we will see you in an hour's time for Finland and Vietnam on the A stream, and Finland and Vietnam on the A stream, Russia and Japan on the B stream. We'll see you there.
See you soon.